Hello everybody, I'm Jess here and welcome back to Hataraku Maou-sama Season 2, Episode 3, indeed, Episode 3. This series started a little bit later than the rest of the season. Why are my headphones so dirty? I don't have dust in there. Oh well. Right. In the previous episode, we got a prelude to shenanigans, as I like to call it, because, first of all, everybody got tickets to a theme park, but it was decided for some reason that it's only Maou and Emilia that will go there with Alas Ramus. Of course, the rest decided to tail them because, of course, they would. Because why wouldn't they? Because it's Hataraku Maou-sama, and tailing people is the commonplace. So I can predict some shenanigans happening there. And also, we have that weird situation with the buff, tall, semi naked angel dude going through some portal to a tree of life or something. And I'm assuming that has a connection to Alas Ramus. I don't know, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Maybe the angel dude is gonna appear here in the middle and Mao will have to defeat him, as it was the case many a time already. Maybe it's a parallel story that's simply going on, well, in parallel to the main story of this show, and then they will converge eventually. Hard to tell. There's also the woman who created Alas Ramus, I'm assuming, out of that tree sapling, out of that little bonsai tree. And she's on Earth, apparently, and she deemed it necessary to activate Alas Ramus' little moon on her forehead for some reason. I don't know. That's just oat milk cappuccino. Right. Yeah. Shenanigans are ahead. That much is clearly visible. What kind of shenanigans? That much I do not know, but it seems like we are slowly escaping. Well, not escaping, that's not the right word to use here. We're slowly moving from the phase of preparation, of setup, into the phase of shit going down. And what's gonna go down exactly? I mean, we're gonna have to see it for ourselves, right? So here's your subs to aid you with that. Here's my sound to aid me in that. And also support so that you can aid me in that by supporting me on Patreon or Throne or by sharing my content, because it really does help a lot the word of mouth. And with all that said, and with me being adjusted a little more to the camera, I think we can start watching episode 3 of Hataraku Maou-sama Season 2, version by subs, please. As usual. Okay, maybe I will adjust the camera ever so slightly. And I can't wait to finally be able to get a proper camera or even a webcam to set it up once so that I don't have to touch it anymore. Just set it up once and done, because I have to set my phone up every single time I record, because otherwise I would not be able to use my phone outside of recording, and that would kind of suck. Okay, episode 3 of Hataraku Maou-sama Season 2 version by subs, please, is gonna be starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Waku waku! Yeah, they do. What's gonna happen though? Because we can't just have a happy family going together to an amusement park, can we? Alsiel's face still bothers me in that one single shot. I wonder, this opening at least makes me wonder about Amy's friend. She's standing there all sad and dejected. What's her deal? She seems to have been mostly just an inconsequential background character for the most part. Just Emilia's friend, that was her entire role. What reason does she have to feel so sad? Is she gonna play a bigger role in this arc? Not gonna lie, I wouldn't have minded. I do enjoy her character. Right, and another thing, Chiho's Kyodo. Is that gonna play a part? Is that gonna play a role? You're in an amusement park. Everything is expensive. At least twice as expensive as it should be. As long as necessary. Yeah. Okay, that was easy. I guess Mao just gave up on Ente Isla and now he set his eyes on conquering Japan? Malkuth. Okay, that was Ente Isla Tonga. I'm assuming Malkuth means yellow? And he just openly talks about magic and world conquest. Of course. Yeah. There are civilian demons. It's not just all soldiers and warriors. It's like what, 250 in dollars? Something like that? I don't know. I don't use dollars on the daily, so I'm way too saturated. Of course she was hoping for shit to go down. Yeah. Ah, that somehow makes things better. Yeah, just stay neutral here. Wait, aren't those angels or demons from Kaballah? Chesed, or cassette, or however you pronounce it, kinda tipped me off. Because there's a boss named Chesed in Blue Archive, and I know that is based on like Christian mythology, Kaballah, those kind of things. I thought she was talking colors here, but do colors correspond to demons, angels, creatures? I don't know. uh, is he worried about the price, or did he get a case of shits? Honestly, hard to tell from his facial expression. It's the Power Rangers! Kamen Riders, or whatever. Whoever Power Rangers are based on. Of course, ever the pragmatic. Taking notes? She's captivated. Sephiroth? Sephiroth fell? Fallen Angel Sephiroth? Malkuth? Malakath? Okay, what's going on? Something... Something that has to do with angels, demons, and the ilk. And here's Remus's mother. She turned off the moon. Who are you then? Hmm. Yesod. That I recognize from Christian, Judeo-Christian mythology. I think Yesod is a demon. Oblivious to what? Oblivious to shit he hasn't been able to see? You can't be oblivious to things you don't see. And those two are working together, that's nice. What's your deal, Ashia? Oh. I guess large amounts of fats do act like a laxative. And if he's not used to eating anything particularly oily, I don't know. She's not in the mood. So they take a photo for free, but if you wanna get it, you have to pay. Of course, Chiho is going to help her. Okay, Asia and her alone in a gondola. Yeah, they went alone. On a romantic trip on a Ferris wheel, I guess. A double date. Okay, does Maul know something? But they'd also be able to see you, so. Is that why she's acting so sad and dejected in the opening? Because Ashia denies her advances or something? She falls in love, she gets a crush, and Ashia says, like, no, I only have eyes for maou-sama or something? Okay, almost forgot. I gotta note down the names before I forget them. Yesod Kased. Okay. Yesod Kased, that's as much as I remember. That's the woman in white. She's an angel, okay. And she has a magic eye, just like the manager of the KFC does. Hmm. Is she a fallen angel then? Okay. Angels. Unapologetically good. Essentially. She's like a good and proper angel, it seems. It would seem so. Hmm. And Alas Ramus grew out of this seed. That's my assumption. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. That's that's where Alas Ramus came from. Yeah, actually. Shard of Yesod. Okay. Gebura. Okay. Gebura Keter. And Malkuth. A demigod? Deity? Sephiroth. Okay. Incarnation of Yesod. Incarnation of the Tree of Life. And here comes Gabriel. And Gabriel is gonna threaten Chiho. Of course. Chiho, ever the damsel in distress. Yeah? Of course. And the icy walls are slowly melting. Gabriel is here. Maybe you want to hang out for a little while longer. just in case. Yeah, just in case. She gonna take it. She probably is. Oh, it's Gabriel and his legionnaires. Yes, I am. Great. Okay, that's good then. Probably not. Bina, that's another boss in Blue Archive. Do I have it noted down? No, I don't. I guess you ain't going home then. He's the Demon Lord. He probably already has enemies in heaven. Okay, what's Chiho gonna do? True. Now it is. Tough luck. Yeah, Yeah, that's a dead giveaway. You are. Okay, that was easy. That was very easy, in fact. Nope. We're gonna do it at night then. Music's great. I very rarely pay attention to backgrounds like BGM, but this was a really nice piece, I have to admit. Okay, so this episode was still a little bit of a setup, and I guess shit's going down in the next one. Sure, fine by me. I'm gonna have to Google all those names that we just heard. Kesed and Bina, I 100% recognize from Blue Archive, which is crazy that this is where my knowledge of Judeo-Christian mythology comes from a gacha game about high school girls with guns. Yesod, I heard somewhere. Keter. The only thing that comes to mind is like SCP class Keter. And Malkuth has like a vaguely demonic sound to it. Okay, I guess we should just go through it again, shall we? Yes, we shall, as we always do. They're almost making a nice family. If not for Emilia's resting bitch face, they would really look like a family. I guess even with her resting bitch face, they do. Yeah, I guess this scene is pretty much explained by now. She gets a crush on Ashia, that crush isn't reciprocated, she gets sad. There, done. I'm gonna note it down just in case. What's her name though? I said I like her as a character, but I don't remember her name. Jesus. Emmy's friend. Emmy's friend gets a crush on Ashia. It's not reciprocated. There we go. Here's Gabrielle, here's someone else. I guess Gabrielle eventually gets a new t-shirt with some Japanese characters on it. I don't recognize those because I don't know Japanese. If you know what his shirt says, tell me in the comments, because I don't know what it says. We're gonna be fighting, of course, flashbacks to young Maou. We already got a little bit in this episode. Hat. Which do you want? Malkuth. Okay, I thought that by Malkuth she meant yellow, but it's probably, as Mao said, those are the colors of the orbs on the tree of Yesod. Sorry for yawning. I guess I'm having a little bit of a caffeine crash already. I'm sure the troops I left on Ente Isla were wiped out a long time ago. Probably, yeah, indeed. He's talking so openly about magic and world conquest and all that stuff. If all the demons are dead, you can't be their lord anymore either, but yeah. Does every citizen go to the battlefield? No. And suddenly a realization hits that Emmy was thinking of demons as this force of nature kind of thing, an army of brutal warriors that just wage war. And what? There are civilians? There are demon civilians? Like demon families, demon children, demon bakers, demon florists. Demons have society? They're not just waging war? Oh. Oh. Maybe my opinion of the demons, maybe the way I saw them is a little twisted. Because I haven't even considered that they might be human, just like angels and humans with their families and stuff. And suddenly, yeah, suddenly something happened in Emmy's head. Did Emmy look gloomy? Yes, she did. Yes, she did, because she also probably realized that if the demon army was wiped out, and if the angels and the humans have their way, it will probably be a demon genocide. No matter if that demon is a soldier or a seamstress, they're just gonna be genocided. Because demons aren't seen as people. Yeah, interesting. Hataraku Maou-sama is a very on the surface, it's a very light-hearted show. Ultimately, it is a comedy. It has some very comedic moments, very fun stuff. But when you look deeper into the lore, into the world, into what's going on, you see those glimpses of like super serious stuff. And I like it. I can always appreciate it when a show that is on the surface just, I don't know, cute girls doing cute things, or a slice of life, or a comedy, or a rom-com has that deeper layer underneath. I'm always a huge fan. Well, not always, I guess. There was one show based on a manga. What was it? Centaur no Nayami? Maybe, I think. It was a show about like monster girls being at school, but it had that deeply unsettling layer of like, oh no no no, I can't ride on your back, Centaur-chan, because it will be seen as a discrimination and I will be sent to a re-education camp. Like, it literally had a character say something like that. The titular Centaur girl character, I think they were like running at PE or something, and one character gets tired, and the Centaur girl offered, "Hey, maybe you ride on my back," and that character was like, "No, no, 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 ho, ho! I'm gonna be sent to a fucking re-education camp if I do that." And the thing that weirded me out the most in that series was that it wasn't portrayed as something unsettling. that was the most unsettling thing. Because it's a little bit of a like sidetrack from Hataraku maou-sama, and I realize that. But now that I'm into the groove, I need to talk about it a little. Usually, when you have a show that has like the outer layer of fun and rainbows and the unsettling layer beneath, that unsettling layer is presented in an unsettling way. You are supposed to feel uncomfortable. You are supposed to be unsettled at it. Right? I don't know what example to give here. Uh, hmm. I guess like the best example I have is like the first season of Weak Sauce. Kind of had that layer, although I guess it from the very beginning was kind of dark. But you have those shows where it's like, haha, Maho Shoujo waving their wands and throwing hearts at enemies, and then suddenly you cut to gore and destruction and genocide and those kind of themes, and it's presented in an unsettling way. You're supposed to be unsettled at it. In case of Center no Nayame, it was presented as something normal. Like, you're not supposed to be unsettled at it. And that was paradoxically the most unsettling, to the point where I couldn't read it from a certain point on. And I haven't seen the anime because I know what's going on in the manga, and it's unsettling because it's not unsettling, and yet it is unsettling. Okay, that's where my rant about hardly a rant. That's where my bit about Center no Nayami ends. Let's go back to Hataraku maou-sama, where those unsettling themes that are there are actually presented in an appropriately unsettling manner. It's the classic description of a light-hearted shell and an unsettling core that is presented in an unsettling way. Okay. I love this smear frame. Okay, screenshot. I don't know why, but this smear frame is amazing. Ashia's face here. And just Naruto running. I love it. Wait, is it on once? Don't think it is, but it is on once. Yeah, his run is animated on once. I love it. Shopon, Stilk, Tablk. Those are like classic Japanese understanding of English kinds of names. Are acting surprisingly mature? Yes, they are. And she's not a gawker, she's a voyeur. That somehow makes things better. Also, one thing I have to mention is, I think I mentioned it during like the previous episode even, whenever we see crowd shots, like people in the background, they aren't CG. I know it's a very low bar to pass, but in the modern state of anime, it is worth praising, because not every anime just does that. They usually just opt for CG atrocities. Malkuf Kether Gebura Chesed. Kesed. However you pronounce it. I think it's Kesed, but do correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, does every citizen go to the battlefield when humans wage war? It feels like something I took for granted really isn't a given. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Emi took for granted the fact that every single demon is a combatant. But no, it's not the case, and what you gonna do about it? You feel bad about it? Sure, but is there gonna be any action behind your feelings and emotions? That's what matters the most. Okay, they're gonna watch some Super Sentai kind of show. I think that's what the genre is called, Super Sentai. I might be mistaken there. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. They're going to eat something. I have expected them to go to a local McDonald's because Maou has, like, I don't know, employee discount or something. Like when they were at the like water park, the pool, and there was a McDonald's there. I guess there isn't a McDonald's at this amusement park. Yeah, Ashia, it's the second season, and again he has issues with his bowels. It's a running theme by now, I guess. Cheer them on together. At first, I thought that Alas Ramos is simply captivated by it, or maybe she feels bad for the bad guys because the bad guys are looking demonic and, oh no, the heroes are defeating demons. Wah! It should be the other way. Fight-o, Demon Kun. But no, she talks about Sephio. Sephiot. I'm assuming she means Sephiroth. Everyone fell from the tree. Mama took me and ran. By everyone fell from the tree, I'm assuming she talks about Kesed, Gebura, Keter, and Malkuth. Those orbs on the tree of Yesod. And the tree, for some reason, died off, and Mama grabbed the one and maybe not one and only, but one of the seeds of the Yesod tree and ran. And here she is. We don't know her name, but she's here, and she was able to cure Alas Ramos just like that. I'm not your enemy. Others have noticed the shard of Yesod on her forehead. Gabriel is on the move. Why are you so oblivious? Abuse for the sake of abuse. Haha, funny, very funny. Not a huge fan of it, to be perfectly honest with you. That's why I'm not a huge fan of modern tsundere archetype. I really am not. But hey, it's just a single instance here, so I'm able to just overlook it. And she's hiding behind some van. What happened before? The gate incident. Do you have a theory? And here comes the pizza. You get sick from olive oil, of course. Ferris wheel. Resting bitch face. Her face in this shot is really so extremely distorted. It's great. That mom is scary. Yes, she is. And of course, Chiho, ever the goody two-shoes, helping some old lady buy the tickets, and she doesn't make it. Instead, it's her and Ashia that get a photo taken. Yeah, say cheese, sure. And we have a nice setup of two individual Ferris wheel dates. Why I decided to take in the child? That's interesting that Maou actually recognized it. I thought that he has absolutely no clue why Alas Ramos is here, but he apparently did recognize her as the bonsai tree that he was growing. Which is cool. Not gonna lie. That's cool. That's a great explanation of why Maou just out of nowhere decided to take care of Alas Ramos. Private room in the sky, and the whatchamacallit, the like shoujo filter on top of Alsiel's face, the bloom, the glow. All that's missing is like a little border with blooming flowers and petals. Maybe my sunscreen didn't work. Yeah, that's probably it. Let's just say I'm her dad. In a way, he is. You'll be my ally? No, not yours. Ramus's. Makes sense. Perfect sense, actually. Back when I was barely stronger than a goblin, the demon realm was brutal. And apparently Maou was saved by an angel. That's cool. That's genuinely great piece of his character backstory. That he was saved, and for a few days, weeks, months, however long, he was raised by an angel. He was taught by an angel, healed by her, and taught about the human realm and that stuff. That's cool. That's cool. And it seems like she's the only actually angelic angel out there. She saw a crying creature and she didn't care what that creature was. She only saw Maou that he was a kid, crying, beaten up, in need of help, and her being lawful good as she is, or maybe like neutral good as she is, she decided to help him. Because being an angel means being good. And this was a good deed. I like it. I really do. I was the first demon she'd ever see cry. This is another great bit. That it was the angel who taught Maou about the human realm. Yes. It was also her teachings that allowed Maou to unify the demon realm. Indirectly, it was that angel who was responsible for Mao's unification of the demon realms and invasion on the human realm. I like it. I really, really do. Because it again gives us a little bit more depth to his actions. He didn't just decide to conquer because he wanted to conquer, because haha, I'm a demon and I must conquer. He got the conquest into his head because of the angel's teachings. And that's great. I love it. I really truly do. And he planted the seed, and yeah, he did grow the crystal, and in that sense, he is Alas Ramus's dad. She said something about Gabriel and a sherd of Yesod. Also, this scene I really, really like. Very often, for like the majority, maybe not the majority, but very often in this show, Maou is portrayed as kind of, maybe not exactly bumbling idiot, but kind of an idealist and haha funny guy, and oh, he works at McDonald's, and he's mostly portrayed as a comedic character. And to the point where we kind of forget that he's a demon lord that's been alive for millennia and unified the demon realm. And he knows things. He knows what Yesod is. He knows about all that stuff. Gebura, Malakath, Kesed, and Keter. Right? Yeah, Keter. Gebura, Keter, and Malkuth. My friend. Interesting. Alas Ramus might be something a lot bigger than demons and angels. Gebura, Keter, Malkuth, Yesod. Okay, so Yesod, Gebura, Keter, Malkuth. They're all names of Sephiroth, the cosmoplastic orbs in the Tree of Life. Sephiroth. That's another term I'm gonna note down. And we're gonna Google them all. Alas Ramus may be an incarnation of Yesod. Okay, so she's not incarnation of Sephiroth, of the Tree of Life, she's incarnation of Yesod. one of the orbs on the Tree of Sephiroth. That's why Malkuth is her friend, because those 4 orbs that have some modicum of sentience, I'm assuming. Okay, she's one of the orbs. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. See, now that I was jealous, can't believe I told them some great character development for Chiho. I like it. I like how mature she is about it. I really do. I really do enjoy the characterization of pretty much every single character in this series, honestly. There isn't a character that's badly written. There really isn't. Every character has some modicum of depth, has some modicum of like own goals and ambitions and character. There are no like flat characters. There are no single trick ponies. Everybody's fleshed out to at least some degree. I really like it. I really like that fact. And of course, she's buying it for Alas Ramus. And she's been taken by the cuteness and being called the mama. Belle and Urushihara, of course, are calling for them. What are those photos? The bottom right is interesting. Why did I stop him? Gee, I wonder why. Here's my number. Just contact me in case of an emergency. It's all it is, really. It's not like I'm gonna be waiting for a call from you. No, it's just in case of an emergency. And of course, she got the photo. Jesus, Urushihara is short. I kinda like this angel. He's fun. He's actually fun. And also kinda more good than what was his name? The angel that previously came after them, the one who's running the rival restaurant to McDonald's, the one that got fat in this season apparently. Yeah, Gabriel seems much more likable, right? At least so far. He might turn into a complete and total asshole eventually, but right now he's likable. Yeah, we ate the pizza, but yeah, we're gonna pay for it. Because I'm an angel. I'm good. So I took something that wasn't mine, I'm gonna pay you back. Are you giving her back or not? No, he's not, of course. And neither is Emmy's sword going back either. No, that's not a proper construction of a sentence. You know what I mean. Yeah, Emmy isn't giving her sword up either. Can't go home without her? Well, tough shit. You're not going home, apparently. You may end up with all of heaven as your enemy. He already is the demon lord. He already has all of heaven as his enemy by his very nature, so what does he care? Not about to make a kid cry, just save my own life. And he seems very reasonable. Right? Like, I see you're weak. I'm gonna go easy on you, and I'm gonna stop as soon as you give up. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm not here to kill you. I'm not here to fight. I'm just here to retrieve a couple of items. I like it. I like that, at least so far. He's not a sadist or something, as angels are very often portrayed as. Here comes Chiho. Yeah, everyone who's been cruel to Mr. Maou and the others was an angel. I love it. I love it. She's not wrong. She's absolutely not wrong. Everybody who's been an asshole so far has been an angel. And it looks like I'm the bad guy here because you are, and he just gives up. I'm coming back tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning. We're going home. I really do enjoy his character. Alas doesn't want to go with the dude. I love her face, I love her voice. That's all I'm gonna say about it. We'll mount an all-out resistance tomorrow. Bella and I can't go against an angel in broad daylight. Why, though? Weren't you, at least, wasn't Emmy, like, excommunicated? Something along those lines? Maybe she wasn't. I don't know. I know determination isn't enough. An adult plans for the worst and manages risks. And, of course, she's gonna be sleeping over. Might as well just have everybody sleep over, honestly, at this point. Crestia Bell would probably be a useful ally as well, and everybody else. Okay. That was episode 3 of Hataraku Maou-sama, season 2. Now I'm gonna real quick go through some Googling. Right? Right. Window capture. Do you see it? Yes, you see it. Great. Okay, full screen, and let's do some Googling. Sephiroth. The Tree of Life. Sephiroth Final Fantasy. How did I know that that's gonna be the first result? Is there like no... Okay, well, that's in Polish, so you're not gonna be able to read anything here. For the concept used in Kaballah, Sephiroth. Okay, it's spelled differently. And here we have all the stuff mentioned by Alas Ramus. Well, not all of them, but we have Yesod, Malkuth, Gevura, Keter, Hesed, Bina, and also Hokma, Da'at, Tiferet, and Netza, and Hod. Okay, and those are the things on the Sephiroth. Right. What else can we read about them? Okay, so this is Sephiroth, and those orbs are Sephiroth. Different spelling? That's the difference? Or are they called Sepher? 10 emanations in Kaballah through Ein Sof, the infinite, reveals itself, and yada 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 yada. Okay, I won't read about Yesod, because Yesod is Alas Ramus is Yesod. Foundation. Located near the base of the tree is the Sephira below Hod and Netza and above Malkuth. That's why she deems Malkuth her friend. We're gonna read about Malkuth as well. A vehicle allowing movement from one thing or condition to another, the power of connection. Yesod is the foundation upon which God has built the world. It also serves as a transmitter between the Sephiroth above and the reality below. So I'm assuming her significance is that she's kind of like a bridge between worlds. I guess that's how it can be interpreted. Yesod plays the role of collecting and balancing the different and opposing energies of Hod and Netza. Also from Tiferet, those weren't mentioned so far. Communication, connection, contact with the external reality within the soul. Okay, Malkuth is the 10th of the Sephiroth, symbol of bride. It is an attribute of God which does not emanate from God directly, rather it emanates from God's creation. So this is the symbol of like the created world, I'm assuming. Realm of matter, earth. Okay, so Yesod, as in Alas Ramus, does indeed make the bridge between the realm of humans and the realm of the divine. Okay, let's read briefly about the others. Kesed, Gevura, Keter, Malkuth we read about, Bina. Where's Bina? Can I click on those? Okay, I can click on those. Cool. Bina and Sephiroth we already know. Kesed. Hesed. Hebrew word that means kindness or love between people. Devotional piety of people towards God. Okay. And God's love for the children of Israel. Gevura. Strength. The essence of judgment and limitation corresponds to the awe and the element of fire. Okay, so strength and awe. Great fire of God, gotcha. Keter, crown. Topmost of the Sephiroth, interpreted as both the topmost of the Sephiroth and the regal crown of the Sephiroth. Between Chokmah and Bina, Keter is so sublime, it is called the Zora, the most hidden of all hidden things, and is completely incomprehensible to man. Of course, I guess that's where the SCP classification of a Keter comes from, completely incomprehensible to man. Okay. And Bina, understanding. Sits on the level below Keter. Bina is associated with color black. Intuitive understanding or contemplation. Okay, so we learned some new things about Kaballah. And I was correct that all of that does come from Kaballah. I wasn't entirely sure about it. Is it Kaballah? Is it something else? Is it Christian mythology or Jewish or Judeo-Christian? Turns out it's just straight out Kaballah. Okay. That was a cool episode. Another episode of a setup, but also like a little bit of a deeper setup. The first 3 episodes kind of go in like stages of setup. You could think of it, I guess. The first episode was the setup of the season, right? Reintroduction of characters, of their dynamics, of what kind of a show you can expect it to be. Perfect sense. Second episode was the setup of the main plotline, the main story, the main arc of this season in Alas Ramus's arrival. And then the third episode is the setup of the immediate arc. I guess you could call it the arc where Gabriel tries to take Alas Ramus and the Holy Sword away from Maou and Emi. There was some bug in my tea, but there is no longer. Yeah, it served as a little bit of a bigger setup, or rather more immediate setup, and also gave us that much needed insight into the world building, into the world, into the characters, into what the hell is even going on, who the fuck is Alas Ramus, what are all those people, what's the significance of her, what's the glowing moon on her face, who's that mysterious woman, right? It gave us a lot of answers and created a lot of setup. Now, I'm assuming from episode 4 onwards, we're gonna go into the Gabriel arc. Then we might go into another arc. We probably will. It's usually like 2-3 arcs per season of anime, so I'm assuming we're gonna go through like 2 or 3 arcs as well. I don't know where exactly this anime is placed when it comes to like the source material. Are we gonna get to the end of the source material, to the finale in this season? Is it gonna need another season? Can it be topped off with like a 50-minute movie or something. I don't know. I guess do let me know how far we are along the way. Except like without spoiling. Please don't spoil me anything. I want to enjoy the story on my own. Yeah, it was a cool episode. Some amazing characterization between people. I I think I enjoy this part the most. Well, this and the world all together, the world building. I like how everything in this show is comprised of layers. Everything has an outer layer that's like immediately apparent, and if you just don't think about things and you just take everything at face value, it's still a fun haha rom-com comedy with some cool action and some cool additional world building. But there are also the layers below that you can dig into a little. You can like read about the motherfucking Kaballah because it's significant for the plot and for the world. And I love this kind of a show where you can recommend it to, like, I don't know, your family member because you know they're not gonna go super deep into it and they're still gonna enjoy it. And you can recommend it to someone who likes overanalyzing stuff and they're still gonna enjoy it because they are given the ability to overanalyze stuff, right? You can give it to someone to turn off their brain and just enjoy it for what it is, and you can give it to someone to turn their brain on and enjoy it for what it is and for what it is below. I like it. Every single character is multifaceted. Every single world, well, there is a single world, but comprising of multiple worlds, I guess, also has layers. There is like Kaballah stuff involved. What else can I say? I really do enjoy it. Relationships between people are also great. I hope we're not gonna go overboard with that though. That is my hope. Um, the it's kind of hard to call it a romantic triangle between Mao, Emi, and Chiho. Emi isn't really a part of this triangle. She's just playing the role of the mother for Alas Ramus, and that's essentially it. But I like this little relationship. I like the potential relationship between Ashia and Emi's friend. Although I hope it doesn't end in a heartbreak after all. I hope something's gonna come out of it. Maybe I'm hoping against all hope, but such is my hope. And I think that should be enough. I really don't think we should be going for anything more. I don't think we should be, like, I don't know, adding Crestia Bell to the to Mao's harem. I don't think we should give Urushihara a love interest. I think it's perfectly fine as it is, and I hope we stay. I hope it stays that way. Is what I wanted to say. Anything else that comes to mind? No, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. I just thoroughly enjoyed this episode, and I hope you guys also did enjoy it with me. And tell me about it in the comments. Did you enjoy it? Did you not? What did you think of this episode, of my reaction, of my theories, whatever theories I had? Are you gonna read up more about Kaballah? I don't know. It seems an interesting topic, especially since it also seems to be very connected to Blue Archive, and I'm an avid player of Blue Archive. So hey, like this video. No, first of all, don't spoil me anything in the comments. That's more important than likes. If you want to spoil things, if you want to discuss spoilers with fellow people who are familiar with the source material, you can do that on the Discord. There's a link here, there's a link in the description. You can join it, there's Hataraku maou-sama channel there. You can join the channel and talk spoilers with people who are familiar with the source material. Don't spoil in the comments, that's all I'm asking. Now, like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, but tell me why so I can improve. Subscribe to the channel to be notified of future releases of not only Hataraku maou-sama, but also Yofka Shinota Call of the Night, amazing show, highly recommend. Also Symphogear GX mystery show that will probably start airing this Monday. Yeah, I think it's gonna start airing this Monday. I don't know what's it gonna be. We're gonna know about it on Sunday. Also, Overlord Season 4, Ruby, Ice Queen. Anything else I'm watching right now? If I missed something, you can just click my channel link and visit the channel and see what exactly I'm reacting to. So yeah, if you want to watch that and you want to be notified, if you want to be notified of my live streams and stuff like that, subscribe, click the bell, you know how it works. If you want to support the channel, you can do that in multiple ways. You can do that monetarily on Patreon or thrown it down in the description. On Patreon for $10 a month, you get early access to non-seasonal shows like Symphogear GX, like whatever the winner of the poll is going to turn out to be. For $5 you get to vote in such polls, and for just a single dollar you get a place in the credits and you also get a role on the Discord, and the credits are gonna be coming at you very shortly. On Throne you can pitch in towards me buying some stuff like a new camera or a new lighting or a cam link or stuff like that. You can just pitch in towards that one particular thing. You really want me to buy a new camera, so you throw like $5 towards my purchase of a new camera. That's how it works. And you just cannot spend any money at all whatsoever if you want, and still help the channel by sharing my content, spreading the word. The word of mouth really does matter a lot for the growth of a channel, and I appreciate every single one of you who ever shared my content with other people, because it brings new people to the channel and new people watch it and new people share it, and it's an exponential growth, hopefully. What else? Join the Discord, it's open to everybody, free, so you can do that. Like, comment, subscribe, Patreon, Discord. I think I shilled whatever needed to be shilled. Don't have any merch, don't have any sponsors, so we're gonna end it right here, right now. So yeah, that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, you guys do all the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers! And here's the credits that I mentioned. You can help expand this list, either of them really, if you so desire.